Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Emilio Armaza. I am a professor of criminal law at Deusto University and also co-director of the LLM in International Legal Studies. Welcome to this session. Please just take notes of what we're going to say this afternoon. And I want to introduce you Professor Felipe Gomez, who is a Vice Dean of International Affairs of Deusto Law School and also co-director of the LLM. Felipe?
Well, good afternoon. Welcome to this session. As Professor Armaza was saying, my name is Felipe Gomez. I'm Professor of Public International Law and co-director of the LLM in International Legal Studies, and I'll be with you during this session together with Professor Armaza. Thank you.
Yes, we're going to explain during these minutes some issues related to the content and the format of the LLM Master in International Legal Studies. We're going to divide this speech. First, I'm going to talk to you something about the format, about the general aspects of the LLM. Then Professor Felipe Gomez is going to deal with the content of the program, the academic content of the program. So I'm going to begin with this presentation saying that our LLM in International Legal Studies is a master program that is officially recognized by the Ministry of Education of Spain and also by the official Basque government, a body of evaluation of academic affairs of the Basque government, and is delivered face to face. So you have to come to Bilbao if you're not here. Maybe you are in other countries or in other continents even. So you have to come here because all the classes are delivered face to face in Bilbao campus. No? So you have to come here. Then the calendar of the LLM is the next one. We begin our classes. We start classes on September, and we finish all lectures on May, the next year. Just take into account that the LLM program lasts only one academic year. So we begin in September and we finish classes on May. But we have to take into account that we have to present, or the students have to present a final work, a final dissertation. We call it in Spanish, trabajo de fin de máster. And this dissertation must be delivered and presented on June, July, maybe, of the same year. So on May, classes are finished. You have a couple of months to finish the dissertation. Then the number of credits is 60. We have 60 CTS credits, so it's a regular master program as is usual in Europe. The dedication is full-time also, it's full-time program. As you already know, the master is fully delivered in English, so we don't have classes in Spanish. If you come from other country or non-Spanish speaking country, of course you have at Deusto University the possibility to get enrolled in Spanish lessons or in other courses that are delivered in Spanish, but these courses are not part of the LLM program. Then Professor Felipe Gomez is in some minutes is going to explain the content of one course that we call a field experience abroad. I'm not going to deal with the content, but I have to say that the expenses of this field experience abroad, are included in the fees that you have to pay for the LLM. And the tuition fees, no, the fees of this LLM, as you can see on the slides, are 10,962 euros. And I have to say that if you come from some university, maybe European university or Latin American university, university that has some kind of agreement with Deusto University, exchange agreement could be, you can apply for a discount of 10% over this tuition fees. This is a question to consider if you have questions about it. For example, if you don't know, if you come from some university that has agreement with Deusto University, just write us an email and we can see if this discount could be applied or not. The LLM program is has been developed to the students from law mainly. So our main objective are law students, but also the LLM program is open to students from international relations, for example, political science, sociology, business administration and management, modern languages, and also philosophy. So if you are not lawyer, if you're not a proper lawyer, but you are studying some kind of science that has link with law sciences, of course, you're also welcome to this LLM. I have to state also that this is an official master. I just say it is recognized, officially recognized by all the bodies of our Spanish government and also Basque government. The faculty, all the professors are highly qualified. All of them are holds PhD degrees, master degrees, and also most of the professors, most of the lectures at the LLM are also practitioners, are professionals that takes part of very, very important law firms or companies, not only in Spain, but also abroad. If you finally get enrolled, you will see that we have professors coming from the US, coming from Asia, for example, Philippines and Brazil, and so on. So,
yeah, just a short comment about the faculty. I would underline, as Professor Armaza was saying, there are two key criteria or two key characteristics of the faculty. First of all, is highly international. As you can see, we have professors, of course, from Deusto Law School, but also from Latvia, the Riga Law School, from American University in the US, from Ateneo Law School in the Philippines. So it's highly international. And second, we also try to combine lecturers, academics, with practitioners. And in that regard, we have people that have been working before the United Nations. We have with us Miquel Macisidor. He is the Vice President of the UN Committee on Economic, Social and Cultural Rights, or Professor Diego Rodriguez Pinzón from American University. He's also a member of the UN Committee Against Torture. So these two aspects, these two key features, I like that have to be underlined and are one of the highlights of the LLM program.
okay. Last issue that I have to mention is to remark also the opportunities for personal and professional advancement. You have to take into account, Professor Felipe Gomez will explain it in a couple of minutes, you have to take into account that the content of these master programs are directed to try to develop your knowledge of international law in general sense, but also in a specific sense. You will not only to acquire skills to manage, to use the international legal tools, but also you will acquire skills to manage negotiation, for example. This is a skill that, for instance, are not taught at regular education in law schools. No, we have studied like 4 years of law, content of law, but when we finish this process, we don't know how to face a specific problem. In our Master of Laws in International Legal Studies, we have courses that are devoted to these issues. Also to other questions that Professor Felipe Gomez will explain it in a couple of minutes. So these skills will allow you to be a very good candidates. Your profile will be very, very, very interesting for law firms that work with international legal problems. So at this moment, the most important law firms, not only in Spain, but also around the world, are looking for professionals, for lawyers that are able to face this and to tackle these international legal issues. So I think that this is a very good opportunity to improve your profile in order to be hired by a international law firm. Also, The profile is interested for international organizations, for corporations, NGOs. If you have interest to develop your professional career in the field of academia, in the field of university, also the LLM program, this master program, will allow you and give you access to make PhD studies. So this is a good opportunity. Also think tanks, domestic public bodies, gender equality, asylum seekers, and so on. We have identified, for instance, we were making a very quick search on the internet about some job opportunities that we can find just taking a very quick look on the internet, and we found it this. I did it I think in 1 hour. I was like, this could be. So we have many opportunities for lawyers that are specialized in international legal issues. And finally, just to finish, I have to say that the program that Professor Felipe Gomez is going to explain now in 1 minute has been developed not only by the academic direction of this master program, but also we have consulted with a lot of famous and important professionals and academics that works on these issues. No? And as you can see in the slides, we have a group of professionals and also groups of researchers that belongs not only to Deusto University, but also to other universities and other organizations. We can see, for example, Miquel Mancisidor, Roberto Bernales, Diego Rodríguez Pinzón, Togi Jagermat-Fine, Elena Oguiza, and so on. So I don't have anything else to say. I'm going to give the floor to Professor Felipe Gomez. He's going to explain some important issues related to the content. Thank you.
Well, many thanks, Professor Armaza. Well, once we've analyzed the key characteristics of the program, of this official program, I'm going to delve now on the content. And I would say that basically there are two key areas, two key focuses that characterize this international program. First of all, public international law, and particularly human rights law and environmental law. This is one area that we focus on and then we try to deepen. And the second, business law and private international law. That is the other area. And actually, during the second semester, you will have the opportunity to specialize, so to say, and choosing one optional course in the different fields. Well, there are, as you can see in the slide, there are a number of modules, of general modules. First of all, challenges of contemporary international law. And in that regard, we analyze European integration. The EU is a global actor, more and more relevant. So the European Union, and we are based in Europe. So the European Union is part of the syllabus of this program. And then international business law and international tax law, because we live in a more and more international world where all these issues have become more and more internationalized. The second focus area has to do with human rights law and the protection of the environment. And we have one course on international human rights law, one on environmental law, and another one on migration issues. Migration is also one of the challenges of contemporary international society, and we deal with it, and we try to offer key analytical elements to be able to deal with those issues. Then, as Professor Armaza was saying, there is a module on practical skills, and this is another characteristic element of this LLM. This is not only a theoretical approach, but also a practical. The practical component of the master is also highlighted, and is worth analyzing. We have a module on training for international legal practice. We offer a course on ADR, on alternative dispute resolution and international litigation. Actually, we invite one lawyer working in London that deals and that works on international strategic litigation on human rights issue and on fighting impunity, and then tools for international legal practice, specific tools to be able to deal and to be able to work on those areas. And then, as part of the final part of the first semester in January, is composed of the field experience abroad. Is one intensive week in one European country. Actually, during the pandemic, we couldn't travel. We went to Madrid with a group of students, and we visited the Valle de los Caídos, the Valley of the Fallen, as part of a course on genocide and memory in Spanish contemporary politics. And last year, since the international borders opened, we went to Krakow in Poland to analyze and to do a course, an intensive one-week course on genocide and mass atrocities under international law. And as part of this course, we made a guided visit by an official guide to the former concentration camp of Auschwitz during the Second World War. So it was a very traumatic experience, and also a very moving experience both for the students and for the professors. This is the field experience abroad that, again, next year we will also organize in Krakow in Poland. So this is this, and again, as Professor Armaza was saying, this experience abroad is included in the price, in the fee of the master. So there is no an additional payment that has to be made. It's included in the fees of the master. So this is the first semester that ends with the field experience abroad. The second semester has a more optional component, and there are two main areas. The first has to do with law, science, and new technologies. One course deals with biolaw, and another one with data analytics and international legal analytics. A very forward-looking course, and deals with very hot topics today. And then there are optional courses, one of them based on human rights. There's human rights and diversity in a global context, or international protection of minorities and indigenous peoples. These are the optional course offered during the second semester. Or if you go for the track on private international law and business law, you can do a course on competition law and another one on transport and maritime law. Then there's also the possibility of international mobility. We've concluded some agreements, some bilateral agreements with a number of universities. So as part of your second semester, you will be able to go, for instance, to, these are the universities with which we have agreements. UNIT in Brazil, our academy in Finland, Ateneo de Manila, Ateneo Law School in Manila in the Philippines, Washington College of Law in American University, Universidad Nacional de San Martín in Buenos Aires in Argentina, or George Washington University in Washington, D.C. So these are some universities with which we have agreements, but there are other options to do some of the courses, and these courses will be recognized, will be convalidated once back in Bilbao. So this is basically the content of the course. And again, these are the two field experience abroad, one on competition law, although we have not launched it, and then the other one on genocide, mass atrocities and memory under international law, that again was placed in Krakow in Poland. So this is the basic elements as far as the content of the program is concerned.
Just include on okay. And to finish this presentation, I have to say a couple of things. First one, please, if you can see the chat box on your screen, my colleague Erika Pradas has included a link to a form. If you can fill it, you will help us to improve these presentations. Maybe you will need some kind of different information that we can share with you. Just let us know. So please fill this this form, and we will thanks your help. And to finish, the entry process. At this moment, you can register at the university. You can apply. You can submit your documents in order to allow academic staff of law school to analyze if your profile is good enough to be included in this master program. This deadline has been open from last 16th of January and will be open until 31 of May of this year. But you have to remember that the faster you submit your documentation, the faster also we will reply. So if you want to have a reply as soon as possible, you have to submit, you have to deliver all the required documentation to the General Secretariat in order, as I said, to allow us to take a look to your documents. This process could be developed online and also could be developed in person at General Secretariat here at Bilbao campus of Deusto University. Concerning the required documentation, as you can see on these slides, you have to submit your ID card or valid passport if you are a foreigner, or official academic record also. Both photocopies, not necessary at this moment to submit the original documents. Also present your curriculum vitae and a motivation letter. This motivation letter is composed by some paragraphs that you can write us about your interest in international legal issues, why you are interested in this specific Master of Laws, why you are interested in international law sciences. It's a letter that has been composed of 800 words, so it's not too much, it's only one page. So it's also easy to write it. And finally, we need an accreditation of your language skills, especially of English skills. And to present this documentation, you have to submit the V2 certificate. So official B2 certificate. And also, if you don't have it at this moment, you can request us an interview. So we can talk about another possibilities. But if you have a B2 certificate, just present it. If you need more information about this entry process, don't hesitate and write an email to law@deusto.es, as you can see on the slide. And also, you have an email of my colleague Erika Pradas. You have on the slides erica.pradas@deusto.es. And I think that this is all that we have to share with you, all the information we can share with you at this moment. So if you have questions, please, this is the moment.
Yes, you can do it orally, or you can also use the chat that it's available in the online. Any questions about any aspect of the master, about the content, the admission procedure, the dissertation that has to be submitted at the end of the program? Again, you have some email addresses, and of course, you also have the website of the masters, where you will find all the details and all the background information about it.
Hi, sorry, I have a quick question.
Yeah.
Well, first, thank you for all the information. I think it's pretty great that you do like these meetings. And the question is about the financial aid. Do you have some program or some type of financial aid? I know scholarships or loans, or I don't know. So if you can explain a little bit of that.
Thank you, Santiago. Santiago is your name, isn't it? Yeah. Thank you for your question.
Yeah, that's right.
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Yeah, Deusto University has some scholarships that could be interested for you. I would recommend you to serve in our website, Deusto University website, on the section of scholarships. And you will see which kind of scholarships university can offer to you. However, and unfortunately, we as law school, we don't have any specific scholarship to support, for example, one candidate. But I'm pretty sure that Deusto University have it. So please take a look to the section of scholarships in the website of Deusto University.
Okay, perfect.
And also, Santiago, where are you from?
I'm from Mexico.
Mexico. Okay. Well, the Mexican government also has a scholarship for Mexican students going abroad. So that's also a possibility. And then you have also private institutions, banks like Banco Santander or like Caixa or some other institutions that also offer scholarships for very good students. So yeah, there is a wide range of opportunities in terms of scholarships. Yeah.
Okay.
And just to end, Santiago, which university do you come from? From which university in Mexico?
Universidad Anáhuac.
Anáhuac. Yeah, yeah. We have an agreement with this university, so the discount could be applied. Yeah. So
okay, perfect.
If you are interested, yeah.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Okay, there is a question in the chat. Amaya Escribano asks about the admission fee when applying. Well, that's not the case. I mean, there is no a fee when being admitted to the master program. So in that regard, this is not a requirement. Amaya. Okay, well, thank you. Okay, any other comment, any other question? Okay, well, if that is not the case, if there are no more questions, please don't forget to fill out the survey that you will find in the link that we've left in the chat. That is very useful for us and for our communication team. So please do it and help us to improve our performance. Okay. Good. So well, it was a pleasure. I'd like to thank, of course, Erika Pradas, the head of the communication department of the law school, and also Professor Emilio Armaza, co-director of the LLM. And on behalf of the dean of the law school, I'd like to thank you for your presence. And of course, we are looking forward to welcoming you in our LLM in International Legal Studies. Thank you very much. Eskerrik asko. Gracias.